Hi, YouTubers. I guess for the SSSVEDA Day 2, we're supposed to say something about beer because today is beer day. From my perspective, I don't know if you hear the sirens out there right now, but we'll be hearing them all weekend because this weekend in our small town is Bud Bash, where thousands of people come from elsewhere to apparently celebrate beer. Um, they Many of them wind up in jail, probably even more wind up in the lake. There are accidents. We're used to the sound of sirens. There will be trash everywhere when they leave. Um, and one bar will be much richer. Um, I guess that's how you celebrate Beer Day here in Houghton Lake. Um, Not my idea of a good time, the puke on the sidewalks and everything. But, it's not my cup of tea, but that doesn't mean that other people don't think it's a really wonderful celebration. Um, After they leave, then we'll have some peace and quiet again. We pretty much stay out of town for the Bud Bash weekend, and we like it that way. We live kind of far out of town anyway, so um, if we do go into town, early in the morning is really the best time while they're sleeping it off. So, and that's pretty much what comes to my mind about beer today because we had to go through town tonight. Thankfully, there are police cars, posted every 100 feet or so all along the main drag, and um, hopefully that they try to cut down on the damage it's done in our town. And, you know, but every year it's kind of the same thing. Uh, so, on other topics besides beer, I noticed for this uh, savvy, sexy, social Vita thing that yesterday we were supposed to do, or it was suggested we do an intro. Since I'm a newer vlogger, I posted one recently, but briefly I'll say that um, I'm a mom, a wife, a mom, a grandma. I'm a Christian. I am a musician. I'm a multiple pet owner. I live in what a wonderful part of our state of Michigan. I really love living in Houghton Lake. This weekend notwithstanding. Um, but there is fun and lots of activities year round here. This is the largest inland lake in the state, and we have, year round. There are things to do from cross country skiing and snowmobiling and ice skating and sledding and everything in the winter to in the summertime there's swimming and fishing, of course, and jet skiing and um, boating. There's all kinds of things going on up here through the summer. So it's a really great family place most of the time, and there are venues along the main drag, like a carnival atmosphere, with rides. There are ice cream parlors, there are thrift stores and antique places, and it's just a really great place to vacation, let alone live, and I really do love living here. I live here with my husband and Pete. His real name's Tom, but I call him Pete. And we have 2 dogs, a cat, 7 parrots. I'm a musician. I play keyboards. I have a tried and true workhorse, a Yamaha PSR 9000 Pro, and I have a PSRE PSRE smaller keyboard. I can't think of the number right off the top of my head, even though I just was playing it not 5 minutes ago. 413 maybe, and that's the one I take back and forth to church and play on at church. Uh, and I love internet things, and here is probably why, because when I was a kid, the library was my favorite place in the world because there was not enough information that I could just suck into my head. And it was a joke that in our small town library that I had read every book by the time I graduated from high school. Although that's pretty far fetched. I did read a lot of them. I've always loved to learn stuff, and I've always loved to read about things, and I've always loved to learn new things and discover things. And the internet, when I first got online in the late 80s with a friend who was online with the little hand modem dial thing that you just stick. Actually, it was the mid 80s, I think, early. Wait, let me think. It was like 84, actually, that you stick in the cradle. And he, to me, and once I was exposed to that, it was just amazing to me, and I couldn't wait to get online. So it was about the mid 80s when I finally got online with CompuServe. And I've come a long way since then. Obviously, the internet has, and I've just come along for the ride. And I still wake up frequently. Frequently, I mean several times a month, with a sense, oh my gosh, there is so much I can do. There's so much I can read. There's so much I can learn. There's so many people out there. I mean, and it's always new and it's always changing. And to me, that's just the most exciting thing. So, um, I'm kind of intrigued and passionate about the internet. I just think it's really great. In person, though, when I'm not at the computer, I work at home for a pest control company, taking their calls and scheduling their technicians from April to November during business, or April to October. I'm sorry, October. During business hours, I schedule their technicians, take their calls, and whatever. Um, I spend a lot of time with my grandson, who's here 3, 4, usually 4 or 5 days a week, and a couple nights, um, as his mom works 2 jobs. And all of that doesn't leave a whole lot of time for other things. My husband and I, he likes to fish, he likes to metal detect, and while he does that, sometimes I like to go out and take photographs and just people watch with him while he's doing his thing. And then occasionally we geocache. We haven't done too much of that lately. I know that he really enjoys it, so I try to do it with him, sometimes. But like I say, there's not a whole lot of time. Plus, he works nights and I work days, so we are, so we're like, we don't have a whole lot of time together to begin with. Um, so that's pretty much it for my intro that I should have posted yesterday, but now you get it today. So this is Vita Day 2, vlog every day in August. This is Day 2, and I'm linked with 2 Vita sites, and which will be tagged and which will be in the description. So I'm linked, and I'm also with this vlog as well as my cheap, easy, low carb vlog. So I will go do that post next. Anyway, thanks for watching. And oh, one last thing. I know this is getting long, 8.5 minutes. Um, I am just having a blast finding all the other people doing Vita and listening to their Day 1 and Day 2, which I had a chance to do today while I was working because the calls were coming in a little slower than yesterday. Um, I'm just having a blast getting to know people and subscribing, and this is what I got into Vita for because I wanted to, and I didn't have to do it. I realized to meet new people and find new people to subscribe to, but I'm having a blast doing that, and that's primarily what I was more interested in. Although it won't hurt to have people also hopefully subscribing to me and communicating with me. That would be cool too. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless. Um, Remember, we're blessed so that we can be a blessing to others, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.